Great people. Today we'll talk about how to make investors respect you before you speak. As a hedge fund manager, you need to understand how you can gain respect when you are talking with the LBS, and you need to make sure that the other side will see you the same side, will see you as you are. They will not see you like you are not on the same level as they are because you are seeking capital from them. You understand? So, how you would gain this respect, how to make investors respect you before you speak. Let's get into it directly. So, what most of you are doing as a hedge fund manager? You are overloading investors with data, sounding robotic. You're thinking that if you will just give them more data, they will just start to respect you more, or you will gain trust, credibility directly. That doesn't work. Struggling with confidence when handling investor objection. So you also don't have confidence in your own self when you are handling investor objection because you are an investor, you are not the salesman, which is absolutely obvious. Most hedge fund managers start their presentations from a place of weakness, seeking approval instead of sitting the tone. So most of you, when you are starting the presentation with the investors or with the LBS, so you are just going into the victim states as a hedge fund manager because just because you are seeking capital from them, you will not go into the call with this mentality at all. All right, you are going to the call because you are an investor that you will generate return on their own investment, and they seeking you more than you are seeking them. If you're going to the right qualified investor, so you will absolutely see that, and you will directly see that in them that they need you. Okay. So how you can do that? The first 3 seconds of silence before you speak increase perceived confidence. We keep using it constantly. So what you can do is when the ambassador has already said something, all right, and now it's your turn to speak. What you can do is you will just pause, okay, for 3 seconds, okay, and then after that you will speak. Everything that you will start to say it from there, it will start directly to be more hearable from the other side, and it will sound more that you are talking with authority. So why is that? Because that's how it works. And when you are pausing for 3 seconds, you sound like you're talking with more confidence because you have already listened to what they said, and that's why you have already paused it, and that will make sure that the engagement of the conversation will become better and they will respect you more. Okay? Make sure to do that. Just try that and you will see how things go right now. That's what we are using with our clients. So what we do with our clients is we do these techniques. The brief frame technique. We set expectations before you coming to the call. Okay. So now let's talk about what we are doing before we come into the call. So pre-call. We set the expectation, or we do the brief frame technique before we jumping on the calls with the LBS. How we doing that? We sending to them is a VCL, which it would be video of what it would be on today's call, 2 minutes video, and we will explain to them further on what the agenda of today's call would be on. We're sending that to them, and we're making sure to have a written confirmation from them that they have already seen the video and they will attend the call. So by doing that, we're doing brief frame technique to make sure that for the jumping on the call, they have already consumed a bit of context that will absolutely make us to take advantage of during the call and will make the both sides to be on the same line, which is as our main goal. Because how you are raising capital, you're raising capital when one of the both sides are over the other. So it would be you at this case because you are raising capital from them. So you need to show them in some case, in somehow, of these techniques that I'm telling you. We have also other techniques that we are doing with our clients, but uh, through them on through them that you are here to provide valuable techniques or valuable strategies that will help them further to increase their wealth. Okay. And you are not here to only sell or to seek capital. Okay. You need to have that to leverage that before the call. And how you doing that is by sending to them a VSL, written confirmations that they will attend the call, or their spot will be taken. Okay. By doing that, you are showing them that, all right, that's how things going on. If you want to be on the call, you need to send over confirmation, written one, that you will attend the call, and you need to take a look on the VSL, which is a video the, with the call's agenda. Okay. Okay. Now, let's take a look at here. What we're doing in the beginning of the call. Example, for our partners, they are starting the presentation. We say, before we get into the details, I want to highlight something important. This fund is designed for investors who align with our long-term vision. If that's you, great. If not, that's fine too. So what we're doing right here is we reverse the power dynamic and makes investors feel like they need to qualify their own selves to us to have them in our fund or in our partner's fund, which is which is very needed to pull in the LBS into the call. So we're doing that in the beginning of the call. Sometimes we're doing that in the VSL video. So it depends on the psychology of the LBS. If they are too pushy or they are not interested enough, we're making sure to do that pre-call. So we're making sure that they are comfortable during the call and they will start the call with better feelings from the beginning and with having the line on the same state. So that's what we do. Okay. That's few of the techniques that we are using with our clients. So what we do also, investor judge credibility and confidence in the first 7 seconds of meeting you. So you need to understand that first 7 seconds from the meeting is the first impression. I have already done a video on the first impression and what you need to understand and what you need to learn from it. You can see in the description below. So what that means, the first 7 seconds of the meeting will make you or break you. Is the first 7 impression. You need to be sharp. You need to be sharp as hell. Okay, you need to be sharp as I don't know. I don't know what. I don't want to say that other word, but you need to be sharp. Right? You need to be sharp directly and get the frame from them from the beginning, and that's how you can do that with the first 7 seconds of the meeting. Okay, because if they will not see that, they will not respect you. I will be completely honest with you. And if they will not respect you, they will not do business with you. Okay, so you need to do that. Okay, that's what we are coaching our clients to do. We are coaching our clients on how they will speak with clarity and with awareness level, along with how they can present their own self and use their presentation in the best cases. So we also teaching them public speaking skill, along with having a team to help them on how they can present their own self with the intro decks, etc., all the other materials that they need to take a look for and they need to have them in the place before they jump. Now let's get into the second one. If you don't comment authority instantly, they will not take your presentation serious. I have already mentioned that to you. I don't need to go through it through it through it. I need to go through it again. We work with our clients to minimize errors of low words, only saying what needs to be said in a way that pulls the conversation further to the final destination. So we making sure that before we jump on the calls with the LBS, with the investors, we making sure that all the presentation, all the script, everything that we will mention during the call, it has to be one of our sales funnel or of the sales scripts that will take the conversation to the final destination. So we're making sure that all the fluffy words, everything that will not make sense to mention it, everything that is already obvious and we don't need to go through it again, we don't go through it. We just get into the all the main points, all the questions that will make sure take the conversation further the final destination, which is to make them take the decision to invest into our partners. That's few tips on how you can gain respect from investors before you jumping on the calls with them. I hope it was something that you have learned something from, and it will absolutely help you if you just apply what I have already told you. I've already mentioned that before. If you want to make sure that you will have the best year, make sure to reply and present your presentation twice per day, and especially before you jumping on the call with the investor. Make sure to pause 3 seconds before you saying anything to the investors. After they have already said something to you, pause 3 seconds, let the silence to come to the call, because that's where you can also take advantage of it and you will sound more a confident leader or more an author in your own field. If you would like to take a look on other videos in description below, you will find them right there. Have a nice day.